So you guys wanted me to do this. I was not planning on it this fast, but I was like, I gotta get this out to you. We need to discuss on whether the harp, I keep wanting to say the harp is Amber Riley from Glee and from musicals as well and many other different things. But is it? I think we need to discuss it. And so I did some homework and I actually have notes on here on different points of when she's singing. And let's kind of see. Let's see. Is the harp Amber Riley? I don't know. Let's find out. I haven't done one of these before. So if you do like this, please be sure to click like and subscribe and all that cool stuff. You could also join my Patreon. That's also fun. My hair's a little flat. It's not as wild today. Slightly wild. Okay, so I'm going to compare her live version of singing this a few years ago compared to her currently singing I Have Nothing from Whitney on The Masked Singer, which I hate that title, by the way. I think the word mask, I hate that word. It's like when someone's eating by your ear and I can't stand it. I can't do it. So The Masked. Yeah. On Hide. Right there. What I want to point out is she's doing hide. It's not hide. It's nowhere to hide. Hide. One of the main things that you will hear me say over and over and over again is that Amber really likes the vowel E. Hide. She's gonna go for that E instead of hide and bringing it down. Hear how she goes to that E at the end? A little bit in there. Now listen to her doing it live years ago. Now granted, I do want to let you know that as I was listening, she's not as comfortable in the beginning. So we are going to go to further in the song because it almost seemed like she was singing it for the first time. I mean, she was looking at the words and everything. Here we go. So I wanted to point that out because obviously she wasn't as comfortable as she is later on. You can hear the hide. There's a slide from the bottom to the top and she's going into that E at the end. Another example is later on as she sings it again. You're going to really hear it there because she's more comfortable. Hear the scoop between one to the other and as she goes into this E. God, I wish we could see her face on The Masked Singer, but obviously we can't. But you would see her cheeks go up. I can hear them pop open. Hide. Hear that E? Hide. She goes, nye, 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 nye. It's an E. It's not a hide. She doesn't stay back down. She brings it up into this nasal area, which is a key style thing that she does. It's something that she does over and over again, and it really is her kind of trademark sound, whether or not you know that or not. As a vocal coach, I can hear that placement is something that she does over and over again. There's another part at I have nothing. Now, let me play it for you, and then I'm going to explain why this is so clearly Amber Riley. 115. Oh, are you okay? Are you alright? It was just, oh, honey. She's all scared now. Don't walk away from me. Listen to nothing. I have nothing. Here's why it's so clearly her. Because she is enunciating her words. I think this is simply because having a past with Glee and having to enunciate her words as she's singing, having a past of being in musicals and on TV, and really having to enunciate her words. She's saying nothing. You can hear the G very clearly at the end. Listen again. There's that NG. Now we're going to hear the same thing on her original. Don't Hear that E?
I have nothing.
Clearly I have nothing. It's not I have nothing. Nothing is how most people sing it. I want a reference to Whitney Houston singing it, and you're going to hear less of an NG with Whitney Houston because it's not common practice to enunciate words like this, especially an NG because it closes the sound. But if you've been trained, such as in musicals or on TV shows, to enunciate your words, then it's going to kind of become second nature. Nothing. Hear the nothing?
I have nothing.
Very, very clearly on the first one as well. I have nothing. You can really hear that. The last part that I wanted to point out was the riff at the end. Right there, she goes from a loud belt into a he. So he meaning as extra air was coming out as she went from the belt to the riff. So it's like nothing. It's not nothing. He. If we were to enunciate he. But that's actually what she's doing. Nothing. He as she riffs. That's the E into H.
I have nothing.
Hear the E?
Nothing.
There it is. Nothing. He. Yes, the riff isn't the same. What we're hearing when she's live from years ago, she clearly didn't know this by heart. She wasn't comfortable with it. This is just raw, sleeping Amber Riley talent. What we get on The Masked Singer, that performance, she clearly has been training in it. It's edited differently. Does it mean that she's a better singer now? I don't know. Simply because I can't compare tracking vocals where she hasn't prepared it to currently where she has it inside and out. It's just a different style of vocals. The question goes all the way down back to, is Amber Riley the harp? And me, as a vocal coach of 17 years, also as someone who has been watching Glee for years now, thank you, you guys, I have to say, I would bet money. The moment I heard her sing and you guys sent me a clip, I immediately knew. I was like, that's her. That's Amber. And you can tell by the haze, you can tell by the back placement, you can tell by many different layers of things, but these were the three main key points that I figured I could show you guys that you could actually attach to and go, oh, I can hear that. I mean, we're going to find out probably by the time this comes out, you'll find out tomorrow. So I hope I'm right. Now, if you love Glee and you want to see more of Amber Riley, then you need to come to my Patreon. On Patreon, we do watch parties of Glee every single week. We also do Zoe's Extraordinary Playlist. We have over 1,000 members in that Patreon, so there's all sorts of people there. Come Gleek out. It's only $5 a month. Skip coffee for one day and get an entire month of content with a bunch of us fellow Gleeks. I have some analyzing coming up for Leah Michelle as well, with her Don't Rain on My Parade. So if you're a Gleek and you want kind of that techie level of stuff, then you need to come to my Patreon. I will be sure to put that link down below. I have nothing for the rest of this video. Be sure to like and subscribe and join my Patreon.